So the temper tantrums failed, the rioting and smashing up cities failed, and sending death threats to electors failed. Now Hillary supporters, encouraged by Jill Stein's fundraising campaign, are demanding a recount in Michigan, Wisconsin and Pennsylvania. They spent months sniping about how evil and dangerous Trump was for saying he might not immediately accept the election results.
He refused to say that he would respect the results of this election. Now, make no mistake, by doing that, he is threatening our democracy. And the peaceful transition of power is one of the things that sets us apart. It's how we hold our country together, no matter who's in charge.
Now they're refusing to accept the election results.
Donald Trump refused to say that he'd respect the results of this election. That's a direct threat to our democracy.
So by Hillary's own logic, her supporters, along with Jill Stein, are now a direct threat to democracy. So when the right talks about vote fraud, it's a direct threat to democracy. But when the left does it, it's ethical.
But Hillary won the popular vote. What are you afraid of?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact that she's a lying, corrupt sociopath. Maybe the fact that her entire campaign was backed by an establishment that wouldn't hesitate to exploit a recount to carry out the vote fraud that they thought they didn't need on election day. The Clinton campaign has already held meetings with computer scientists who claim that there are anomalies between votes cast on electronic voting machines and those cast by paper ballots. Yeah, one problem with that, Michigan didn't even use electronic voting machines. And as Nate Silver, hardly a Trump supporter, has documented, these so-called anomalies completely disappear when you factor in demographics. This whole thing was already debunked before it even began. Is Hillary Clinton willing to risk civil war in America by installing herself as part of a coup? Now this is all a long shot, but it just goes to illustrate how the left only professes its love for democracy when they're winning. As soon as they start losing, they have a hissy fit of epic proportions. We saw the exact same thing after Brexit, and they're still trying to derail that, pissing all over the democratic will of the British people. Jill Stein also keeps raising the amount they're asking for to fund this recount every time it's met. Could this just be one huge money-making scam? And why is Jill Stein pushing this? Is it to try and regain some lefty street cred because she was vaguely supportive of Trump during the campaign? If so, that's pathetic. Seriously, Jill Stein said that a Hillary presidency would mean nuclear war. And now she's throwing Hillary a lifeline.
Under Hillary Clinton, we could slide into nuclear war very quickly.
The deadline for demanding a recount in these 3 states is almost up. The Wisconsin deadline is tomorrow, in Pennsylvania it's Monday, and Michigan is Wednesday next week. If they extend those deadlines to cater for this campaign, then you know the fix is in. So listen up, crybaby, butthurt losers. No matter how many times you recount the votes, Hillary will still have lost. No matter how many death threats you send to electors, Hillary will still have lost. No matter how many boo-hoo whining temper tantrums you have, Hillary will still have lost. No matter how many cities you smash up, Hillary will still have lost. You lost. Your entire ideology has been rejected. Go home, lick your wounds, and listen to people like Bernie Sanders, who explained why you lost. Because no one resonates with you constantly shoving identity politics down people's throats. It doesn't work anymore. Your era is finished. It's done. Now wipe the blubbering tears from your face, step aside, and let the adults get on with making America great again.